Give everybody a chance to come in. Let's go. Let's get it set up here. Hey, cultivators. Yes, Addie?
Hurt.
What happened?
It crackers.
The crackers stick you? There you go.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Well, I guess we are. Everybody's in. Okay. So let's.
Hey, God.
Hey, cultivators. This is Angeline. And today we are going to be transplanting seeds. That's these right here. With seedlings. And giving our young plants a fresh start with more space to grow. We got our containers back there. This is one of the moments in the garden that makes a big difference on how strong the production of this plant is going to be. It's very important. I'll put you guys down. Hold on.
Put you down.
Yes.
God.
We will look at how to tell when the seedlings are ready, how much to move them carefully, what kind of soil watering helps them settle in quickly. We'll also share a few tips to reduce plant stress and keep growing and moving forward. If you're transplanting along with me, tell me in the chat what you're moving. Is it greens, herbs, peppers? Just let me know what you're growing. Healthy roots, steady growth. Today's a good day to garden. Let's get started. So today we're going to be transplanting our mustard seeds, these mustard greens. You saw us plant the seeds earlier on, a few weeks ago. I have several different places to transplant them into. I was thinking about taking some of them right outside, but they're very young still. And in my mind, it was yesterday it was cold. Today it's very warm, but they might be too warm for them outside. But I didn't want to transplant them outside because I thought it was going to be too cold. So we have several different methods here today. We have our self-watering pot, which is very good for our lettuce. I tried with these last time, but I didn't put them in. I started them as seed. So I'm going to put it in a seedling, which I think is a better option when transferring plants to the self-watering pot. So you're going to see us use this and how we put the pot together. I have these. These are old containers for a couple of plants I bought way back when. I usually save the containers. However, I am giving a modified double cup method here for this, where we put them on top of another cup so that the roots have space and time to drink and grow. Then we are using the double cup method here in these. And then I'm going to show you how I do the double cup method with this, this one here. I actually do have larger rocks besides the clay pebbles. So I'm going to go run and get those really quick. But in the meantime, we're going to just go down the line. These are our mustard greens. On this side, there are peppers that we planted in here, but peppers take a little longer. I actually see some of them germinating. They take a little longer, and that's fine. Even in our click and grow over there, our peppers are still germinating while basil is fully in there. We have a little stuck team member. In the meanwhile, please keep them safe and make sure the team member doesn't get to them. I'm going to go get something for our double cup method.
You do be back.
See, yes, I'm right back. All right, so I got these yesterday for our olive tree upstairs. I think they'll do good for our double cup method. All right, so first we're going to start with, let me roll up my sleeves. Please. Knowing when to transplant the plants. Our plants. Yes, excuse me. I'm sitting down. You want to sit down too? All right, so our plants, we know when to transplant them because they are starting to lean. So they are skinny, they're leaning, they're too big for the container that they're in, which is making them lean. They are mature enough. They have true leaves. So these are the Candolese. Oh, my nails aren't done. The Candolese leaves right here. And then these little ones are the true leaves. So they look more like what the plant looks like, not just these circle leaves. So that's the ones, these are not the true leaves, and then these in the center are true leaves. So you want to wait till the true leaves come in to transplant the plant or take it to the next step. We also have some late bloomers here. As you can see, that one is a late bloomer, um, which is very interesting. But it's okay. We got another late bloomer here on this side. So we got a few are still coming out of the ground, but we are going to be taking care of our more mature plants and not letting them suffer and lean and fall, which is what's happening right now because they could snap and we don't want that to happen. So based on how much are in each container, that's how I'm going to decide to pot them up. This container right here, the self-watering in, mustard greens do not like to be transplanted. So we'll just say that. So this container right here, which is our self-watering one, where the roots have the opportunity to drop down and grow a little bigger. I'm not sure if I'm going to be potting it up from here. Maybe, maybe not, but I'm putting it in as this final container. So this is how we're going to start with this one. This is how we do our self-watering pot. This one comes in a string. You put the string in here. Pull out the other side. Same thing on this side. It has holes in it. How it waters is it absorbs the water from the strings and it keeps the soil moist. The water reservoir goes here. You clip this on top of here. Let's move our seedlings out of the way so nothing happens to them while I'm doing this. They're very fragile at this state. And you add water like this. So you don't have to have that there. Also, some watering containers. The water container I have has a little spout. So it kind of goes right in there. So I don't necessarily need this all the time, but this is what this is for. Let me just put this here. I'm going to show you how to do the double cup method and make your double cups or just regular cups. Okay, so this is our self-watering method. This one, as I said, is going to stay here. A few of these have 2 and 3 seeds growing in them. This looks like 100% germination rate because I'm sure I only put 2 seeds in, but we have 2 and 3 seeds growing in certain containers. Since this one is going to be a more permanent one, I'm going to select the plants that are a little more, that have less. So 2, this one has 2, we're going to put the 2 in there. Mustard greens do grow extremely large and use a lot of space. So I'm not sure if this container is going to be, they're not going to be able to grow this big. I'm going to keep this one in my room on the windowsill. It's south-facing window. It's cool, but we get a lot of south-facing light, and I figured some plants could use the light. And we are going to be adding the one with only 2 in there, which is at least everybody else has 3. This one has 2 and then 1 growing new, which will grow in. This one has 4. This one also has 2 in the middle, and a little one growing says 3. And then this one has 2 also. So we're going to use the ones with 2 to grow. So we're just going to add our soil in here. This is just regular generic soil. I might add some food in there, some slow release food. There we go. I'm gonna make this a little less messy. So use the cup. What are we gonna do? Make it a little easier. We'll use the cup until we actually do this one. All right, so you got it in there nice and loose. We're just using regular potting mix. I'm gonna put, oops, sorry, I kicked you guys. I'm just gonna put a little bit of food in there, slow release, just a drop. This is starting. Once that's true leaves, that means it's ready for food. And the stuff that it had before didn't have any food in it. So just gonna mix in some slow release, just a little bit. Because there are seedlings, we are gonna bury them a little deeper because they are skinny and we would like to put them up to their neck. So I'm creating a space here. Usually I use my container method where I put the container in first and put the soil around it, but we're just pulling out little seedlings, so that's fine. These are plants that do not like to be disturbed at all. So when potting them up, we want to pot up the entire container. So I'm not separating, I'm not breaking down. We're picking up this entire container and we're putting it in there. Once it gets this, that's why this one's staying. But for these cups, once it gets too big, we're picking up the entire container and putting it in there. It's not like the lettuce where it's easy to thin it and pull it separate. These plants do not do too well with moving around. They do survive, but this is not, it's not their, what they really want, put it that way. It's not what's best for them or the easiest thing for them. Let me move this container over here. We do have other plants. I don't want to flip it over because we do have other plants in here that we need to be gentle with and that are also kind of growing and living their best life in here. So we are just gonna, we don't want to snap it. I'm trying to make sure I don't snap the plants in its area. If you do have to grip it, you know what, let me go get my spoon. That makes it a lot easier. Let me go get my spoon so I don't disturb anybody. Right here. Because it's still a little wet. If it was dry, they will hold in the whole area. So just to get it out very easy, I doubt that the roots are to the bottom yet. Don't know. Let's just get our little spoon and get it out of here. There we go.
Mommy.
So we use our spoon to dig it out. That way we don't disturb the roots or anything. So that's very good.
Mommy.
So yes, Addie?
I gotta get juice.
All right.
What is the juice? Yeah.
So where the juice is, yum. Oops, so we got it in there. And take out some of the extra soil that was living in. And we're gonna be soiling this up to the neck. Oh, sorry about that.
What is it, juice?
So now because these plants were tall and skinny, we're going to put the soil up to the neck part. Oh, so we're gonna put it to stand up.
Yes.
Again, we don't want to snap these. You want to keep them as healthy as possible. Yes, this soil is extremely dry. And we're going to fill it up to the neck so that it gets a little more support. So even though they're long and skinny, it's okay. You just fill them up to the neck and they will be fine. These are our red mustard greens. They should do great. All right, so this is a good amount of spacing. I'll call this a successful transfer. This one is going to go by the window. No more artificial light. It's going to grow there. Now the lettuce, my only concern is that the lettuce that we thinned and put in these pots drink through the pots in about 2 days, 2 to 3 days. So this is a much larger plant. It probably will be at a fast rate like that as well, but we'll see. And it'll be in a place that we can keep up with the water. And I think the other plant is the 2 to 3 day plant as well. The, what is it? Olive gets water 2 to 3 days. So then we add our water to the bottom. Yep. Whoops, you fill it up. Okay. Fill it up right below where the string is. Right there. And that's where we fill it up to. And that's how we transplant our mustard green into self-watering pots. So that's one. We have our self-watering pots. Now we have the double cup method. And we have this. This is our improvised double cup method. That's these. So these are just reusable items. This is, my son buys instant mashed potatoes or 1 minute rice. These are containers for that. And this is our old plastic containers from, the store when we, Lowe's or Home Depot or one of them. So we are going to be putting these in here. These are definitely going outside to be planted, or these are going to be planted in much larger containers. So these are not their final steps. This is going to be moving to a larger container. This is going to stay in the window. In the office with the artificial light and grow a little bigger. Or, we'll put one in the window and one in the artificial light, and then eventually we'll move one outside. We have some pots out there. So these, since it's going to go to the much larger pots, there's one in here with 4. We're going to put the one that has 4 in there. But first, let's add our soil. We're just mixing it in, not too much. We're only, again, putting enough for our, we add some food in there. Shaky, shaky. All right, here we go. Just a little layer of food in there to get acclimated. We're going to slow release. We're going to mix it in. I like this method a lot because it gives the roots some chance to get some air. It prevents overwatering. And you can use anything you have around. So these are like regular cups left over from the holidays. Both of these are cups left over from the holidays. And I'm going to show you how I did these when we get to those. And then this is these containers that you get when you purchase your plants. I'm just online, when you go to your big box stores. So just things that you have lying around the house. And then we have, so I'm going to use the one with the most in there. It has four plants, true leaves and everything. Because I know this is going to go into a larger pot. I'm using a little knife here to kind of move it from the edges. And then we are going to scoop it out. These plants are very delicate, so we don't want to disturb them too much, and they're very sensitive to being disturbed. So usually people do not pot them up, but we are potting them up. Because we're not taking them out of their environment. We're just letting their environment stretch a little. So again, yeah, we can't do with these. You can't do like with the lettuce, where you're stretching them and all types of stuff. Their roots do not like that at all. Where we thin them in the way that we thin the lettuce. Of course, you could just thin them and take them out, but they're very sensitive to transplanting. So we transplant them as a whole. So again, we are getting them in as deep as possible. You're going to let them stand up and spread out a little bit. And then we're going to get them up to their necks in soil. So I'm holding it up as high as you can for these containers that they're in, because they're all different heights. We're going to hold them up. These will not be bottom watered. These you water regularly. And if you bottom water them, I bottom water them and then put them back in the cup. But the cup below is to catch the water and the fluid. And of course, the roots, there's holes at the bottom. The roots go through. I don't really press them in. But with the seedlings, I much prefer to bottom water them a little, just a little, because since we are putting them up to a higher level, we don't want the soil to be too wet on where they're sitting here. So for now, we're going to put them here. You can water them from the top, but because we move them so high to their neck, try to put a little bit of water, or I could do my regular bottom watering, which for these cups, you put them all in the plate. I'll show you what I use after we'll water these all in together. So we do the same thing here. Again, this is what we use household materials. Just pour our soil in. Put some of the mix in here.
Get the what? what?
So that's already mixed in. I'm just going to put a little bit on the side so we have sitting there. Then we scoop out the rest. And again, as I said, this one we have a whole, you have to be very careful because these 6 plants have not yet, well, they started to germinate, I can see them, but they're not ready to be transplanted. All right, this one is 1, this is 2. So we're gonna put that in a regular cup. This one has 2 growing. I think everybody else has 2 growing. Our house is a fair chance of them out there. And this is actually 3. So let's put this one in here. Because I can see the little beginner germinating. So these were quite wet, these plants. That's why sometimes you just squeeze them out and they pop out. That's when they're a little drier. That is a sign of, maybe I was giving them a little too much water, but they were doing fine. But they are quite damp. Uh-oh, we took the plant out. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Let's see if we can get a little lower in there so we can get our plant up to its neck.
Yeah.
And this protects them from being so lingy. Give some of its natural soil that was growing in. Then we just add it in. I'll get it to stand up. I don't want to bury it laying down. We want it to grow up nice and strong, standing up. There we go. So this gives them the support that they need. Is that? Oh, that is my tablet ringing. All right.
Gracie?
Yes, that's what that is. It's another team member.
Gracie? No.
We'll give her a call back when we're done.
Gracie?
All right, so there we go. We filled this up to the edge.
Gracie?
Put a little more.
Gracie?
So when we transplant this one, we'll be just picking up the entire cup and emptying the cup outside. Well, not outside in a bigger pot. Well, but it will be growing outside. The rest of these are all, besides this one here by the windowsill, the rest of these will all be growing outside. So that's why it's okay there in a smaller cup. All right, so we have, I'm going to show you, me use this double cup method here. This one has not been cut. So I'm going to use this one to explain how to do it. This is our trusty container that we've been using. So there's several ways. So this way, I just kind of use a knife, poke some holes in it on the side, at the bottom. And then the other cup is solid. There's nothing going on. And we put some clay balls in between. This way I use the soldering iron. I put some holes only at the bottom. And again, the cup in between. The most areas you need the cup in between so that the water can drain out. And get some air in there. And if roots will need extra space, they usually go in there and get some extra water. And then this one, I'm going to show you how I did it. I didn't do anything yet, but we got a different type of rock. So if you don't want to get the clay balls, you don't have any clay balls, you can get, just regular outdoor rocks. Put it in there. We just want to create the space. You finish? Very good. So now I'm going to show you how I do it. So there's another way that you can cut the side this way. There you go. So you give the cup a little cut. Not the whole thing, just a little line on the side. Is this straight? There we go. My normal scissors that I would use this with, a regular scissors is much easier because it's longer. But the kids, it's the holidays. So they've been using their scissors for all their holiday stuff. But a normal scissor is long enough. Is that my water? No. She's watering me and not the plant. A normal scissor is long enough to just one snip and you're done. There you go. So you have 2 slits on the side right here for the water to drain out and to create drainage. And you put your rock here to create the space. So again, thank you. This is using water. I have water in my hand. This is using just stuff you have in the house. Again, regular cups, a regular stone outside. And we get our soil. to put this together. Now, since that was my scooping cup for the soil, I guess I could use one of these. Let me use this one. This one, the holes are small. And we're going to use this one to add soil. And again, we make our little space here for our greens, our mustard greens. And this one has 3 in it. This cup's a little bigger than the clear ones. So let's scoop it out. So I just use my little plastic utensils to get them out. This is a knife just to pick it up from the edge. There is a seed sprouting there at the edge. At one point, when I was moving this, excuse me, it fell. And I thought the seeds displaced and dislodged. But with almost 100% germination, I don't think that's what's going on. However, this seed right here, I'm not sure. This one right here, it looks like it could have been a pepper seed that moved over, but we will see what's happening. We'll see how it goes. See if it was a pepper seed. Yes, Addie. Okay, Addie. So we have our. So we'll see how that seed grows. A pepper plant clearly looks different than a mustard green, so we'll be able to identify. You know, if our mustard green starts. Yes, Addie. Leave my butt. Uh-huh. Leave it. Your B-bot? Okay. You can watch your B-bot later. There we go. So we have our team member. She's definitely having some fun over here. She's well energized this morning. As you can hear, I'm a little stuffy. There we go. And then we put it up to its neck. And again, we add water. I'm going to be bottom watering these. Because since I did them so close to the necks, I don't want the top of the soil to be wet and then wait for it to dry out and rot out anything. So we're just going to be adding some water from the bottom. We're going to do all of them together. I'm going to show you how I do it.
Mama.
Yes, Addie.
Go.
So this one,
You go.
it's already here. So this one has soil.
You go.
Some play balls. We're going to put this in. We're going to keep this one under the artificial light. I mean, we could keep some of them under the natural light upstairs because we do have a lot of space.
I like that.
It does not need that much light. So it just depends on how much room we have. We do have a room for our south facing windows for these plants. Let's untangle these. You gotta be very gentle with them.
Hug.
You want a hug?
Hug.
Okay, come on, hug. Whoop, whoop. Hug.
I want.
Hug.
I want.
All right. We're taking a break for a hug.
Hug.
So yeah, we don't want anybody to get tangled up.
Hug.
Snap.
Snap.
Yes, we don't want it to snap.
Snap.
We want it to be come out very gently. All right, so now
Whoa.
you stand up.
Huh?
You hold this.
You always
You hold it.
here.
Yes, right there, sitting in the chair. Then we're gonna scoop this one out.
Mom, I dirt.
What'd you say?
I want dirt.
You want dirt? So the reason why we got some of these stones is because she likes playing in the dirt on the indoor plants and then taking the dirt and spilling them all over.
I want dirt.
So we're trying to keep these roots attached. So they're well attached.
Dirt.
All right, Addie. There we go. So we got it out. Nothing got disconnected. No, we're trying our best not to disturb the roots of this plant. That's what it is when plants are sensitive to transplant, is that they don't like their roots disturbed once they start growing. So we are not disturbing these roots at all. So we're gonna shake some of this here. I should hold it? All right. Thank you. Where is it? There we go. So we are not disturbing the roots of this plant. So the double cup method definitely helps with the reducing the amount of disturbance that the roots get, because once we're finished, we're just going to be moving this right into a larger container, the whole thing, as it grows. So yeah, so keep with us. Follow us. We're not finished yet, but just follow us at avgardening.com. I've did some new things over there. We have a favorite things section now where you can see some of your favorite things at AV Gardening. And we have some more blog information. We're building our library over there for information about the plants. So if you need anything or additional information, you can always go there. Again, see how these have the holes in them already. Using the double cup method. This is our last plant. We have our team member here helping us out. And so this is our last one here. Now, this one, since it didn't germinate, we are just going to leave these empty. Thank you. Thank you. You want to try? All right. This is the last one. So she's going to do it herself. Come on, this way. Turn it this way. Come on, turn it this way.
Let go.
Let go. We got to do it together. Together. Okay, she doesn't want to do it together. This is our last one, though. Let's scoop it out. She does have our utensil. A little baby shovel for our seedlings. These plants are good for this weather. Actually, it might be a little too warm outside. No, these plants are good for this weather and growing outside. All right, thank you. Let me just use it. This is just really quick. Come on, let's exchange. Here. All right. Let me just get this last one out. Hopefully there you go. Those are those are little peppers. You gotta give her own cup.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So this one is very mature. It is not coming out. No. Oh no. See the cup? It has rooted deep. I can actually see it does have its true leaves, and it rooted outside of the bottom of the cup. All right. So we got these in. These had the roughest time coming out. So I'm going to put one on this side and one on this side so they have space. Oh, pick it up. No? Ooh. All right, and let's get just some of this soil out. So we're going to have to put these back so that our peppers could keep on growing. I think there are peppers in here. Whatever is in here. No, it's peppers. We keep on going. I think they're banana peppers. Yep, because they were from our last banana pepper. Since that we planted that pepper, the other banana plant started doing very well. Made a little comeback. These peppers in general take some time. No, you can't do it because it's locked.
Lock.
Yes, it's a lock so that you can't hurt yourself. So then we're going to put this soil on top. And again, we're doing them up to their necks. Because they were a little skinny. All right, they're a lot. And we don't want them to fall over. This one is very mature. It starts to turn red. Just give it a little space off of the cup. And hopefully we don't snap it in any way. It started to turn red. It has its true leaves forming. This one's a little adult here. So these are what the true leaves look like. So this one is very mature. This is when you know you have to transplant them. When they start leaning, when they have their original leaves, then you have to transplant them. The seedling starters, they're getting a little tall, reaching for the light. All right, so do not cut that. No, don't cut it. All right, so we have all of our cups here. We have our double cup method. We have the double cup method that we showed you. We have our big box store cup double cup method, and we have our self-watering plant. So self-watering plant is going to self-water here, and we'll put that by our light. And I think probably one of these double cup methods we'll take them outside. But let me show you how I water it. Let me go get the container, and I'll be right back.
Ooh.
So I do bottom water these because I do like bottom watering. Especially, thank you. That's sharp. Don't put a hole in anything. Make sure you're not putting no holes. Okay. So I am doing the bottom cup watering method. So this is my little container. It was outside. Has some cocoa cure in it. So we take our cups with all the holes in them. See if it's the right size. I had a big circle last time. Whoops. Can everybody fit? Let's see. There we go. So just like we were watering them when they were at seedlings, and we pour the water in the bottom.
The bottom?
Yes, here, and we let it sit for a little while.
Bottom.
So we're pouring it. We're not filling it up. Just pouring it right at the very tip. Let's see if we can get a. So we're pouring it just right here. So this is pouring it right up to here. Again, as I said, this is outside. You can see the water line there. So it's just enough to absorb some water. You didn't break it. And this will be absorbing the water. Now we have our south-facing window where this is going. This is going to go right under our avocado tree. And it has water growing already. And then we're going to put back our seedlings here. So these are very moist. So I'm not adding any water. It does have a little bit of water here. So it'll be good. And they're gonna continue their journey. I might put the cover back on them because the other pepper plants in there are still very young, so they can use that. They can use the cover. So let's go do that. We're gonna leave that in there for about 5 minutes for our bottom watering. So we're gonna take it back to our seedling starting area. This is where we start our seeds here at the bottom shelf here. These are some other seedlings that are growing. The peppers grow a little slower, so they are not ready to be transplanted yet. They have no true leaves. They're just here, growing under the light and staying warm. So yes.
A paper.
Yes, that is a paper. We're going to be doing a video where we build up our green stalk inside, and we're going to transplant those there. So these are just growing and doing their thing under here. That's fine. This is a heating mat for if it gets cold. It hasn't been cold, so I think only the first day it was cold, and that's it. I'm going to wait while we wait for this to sprout, put it back in the humidity. With the other plants being so tall, the mustard greens, they were past humidity time. They shot up very fast. And then this is our third plant of seedlings here that is still germinating. So some plants do take a lot longer than others to germinate, which are these here. And then this is our banana pepper plant, which is a little banana pepper growing since we cut the last fruit off. All right, we're gonna go. So yeah, these are our lettuce. Okay, let's go back here. Again, we're giving our plants some time to absorb the water and drink. So that's what we do. We give them an opportunity to drink. And while it's drinking, let's take this one up to where it's gonna stay. So this is our mustard green.
I know it.
You did it. Very good. So let's take our mustard green to its home. Uh-oh. It got caught by the Christmas tree.
Oh, yes.
So this is where we have our south face windows, and it's very good to maximize on the natural light that you do have. So we're going to be maximizing on our natural light. This is a little project we had to do here. Daily, Addie was taking out the soil, so we put some rocks to help mitigate that. Let's see how it goes. So yes, as you can see, there's tons of soil there. And this is our avocado tree, which is growing very rapidly. This is a whole new section of the tree that started growing off the side. We got new branches forming here. It did very good. I guess after that struggle outside, it did good when it came inside. So this is our south facing window. This is where we have most of our plants outside, and we'll have our mustard green here. All right, let's head back downstairs to our plants that are watering themselves. All right, let's go. Take a quick journey downstairs. And here we are back at our plants. Okay, so they've been watering for a few minutes, and we are just going to be taking them out. After their time is finished, you just take them out. As you can see, some of the water has been absorbing here. You put them in there. The soil that it was in was very wet, so I am personally not going to be giving them too much water. I just wanted to make sure the top stayed dry. It seemed as though we did soil up the plant to give it some time to acclimate. Now, I know a lot of times people go, you want to water them in really, really well. I don't, especially if the soil was wet where it came from. Now, if the soil where it came from, like sometimes when you're taking them out of those seedling trays, they make an actual little rectangle because the soil is so dry. Then yes, and that's the case, water them in good. But since it was already so wet, I'm letting the water kind of drain out of that little seedling area, and then we're going to put these back. So 2 of these are going to go on the windowsill. So one of these are going to go on the windowsill, and then the rest of them are going to go right where the seedling trays were. So that's not too big of a change for those plants. But they're just going to go on the other side. There's another shelf there. I usually put the water can. There's nothing else there. All right, well, thank you very much for joining. It's been Angelina and the team today. We may come back with some more videos because we do have a lot of celery to harvest. So we'll probably be back a little later to harvest the celery and make some juice. It's been Angeline and the team. Yes? Yes, Addie? Thank you very much for joining us. Visit us at avgardening.com for more information and lots and lots and lots of resources. We've been updating avgardening.com, and we will see you guys later. Remember to stay green always.
Bye.
Bye.